The owners of this incredible property here won the lottery back in the 1960s and bought this place for them and their family to escape the hustle and bustle of Paris and live a quiet and peaceful life here in the countryside. Today, this whole place, this whole chateau is abandoned with all their antiques and belongings still left inside. And we are going to explore this today. Let's go. We found this isolated mansion deep in the French countryside, and we're absolutely shocked by what we found inside. For multiple decades, this place had been rotting away here with all its incredible furniture and antique pieces still inside of it. And you won't believe this, but even the electricity inside still worked. After going through what seemed like endless piles of documents, we started piecing together the timeline. And it is a roller coaster. We found evidence of a massive lottery win in the 1960s that changed this family's destiny overnight, turning this place into a palace of tapestries and antiques. We found heartbreaking letters from a secret wartime romance and photos of children from all over the world, evidence of a life full of travel, art, and noise. From its late 18th century construction to its slow, tragic decline, the house has been frozen like a museum for more than 20 years. This is a chateau with a soul, a place we love to explore and are eager to share with all of you. Something is not right. Yes, this is much better. Hello everyone, it's just 1.5 weeks until Christmas and I just wanted to say we're still running our Christmas promotion where you will get a handwritten Christmas card with a Bros of Decay wax sealed stamp on it written by us to you when you order something from the web shop. And you will also still get the 10% discount if you use the code SantaBros10 on any of our wonderful products over at the web shop, like this wonderful hoodie or the water bottle. So thank you all for supporting us this year and let's head on with an epic exploration. Cheers. What an incredible property, and it's almost 300 years old right now. Welcome back everybody to the Bros of Decay. I am Leslie, behind the camera we have Luc.
Hey, hey.
And we have another incredible exploration for you all here in France. And I absolutely love this property. It reminds me of Italian villas, but this is a early 18th century French countryside manor. You can see it's built in the Louis XV style. It's just a square chateau manor, they call it. It's not a castle, of course, but it's definitely a very wealthy and noble residence. But we have a lot of history and story to tell you today about this place. And they also had a beautiful yard around here. Oh.
Yeah, it's all overgrown by now, but you can still see some remains of the stones.
Yeah, some side skirts here.
We did find some pictures inside of when it was at its peak.
Yeah, we're going to show the people in a moment those pictures. They are absolutely incredible. And later back there in the garden is also, what did we see, like a basketball court or anything?
Oh yeah, right, the basketball court.
Yeah, I probably showed that on drone, but
yeah.
But we're now going to take you inside of this place and bring you into a moment through the history of these people's lives. Franca was the last one living here, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was the woman of the place. Yeah, it's been pretty overgrown at this point. But have a look at where we enter into this property. A full-on library. Whole walls are covered in shelves.
Yeah, these shelves or cabinets
Yeah,
are really nice.
absolutely lovely. And they're still filled with a lot of books,
Yeah.
as you can see. I mean, not historical books, but a lot of magazines and things that they used inside of this property.
Yeah, it's where we found most of our research.
Yeah, did like an hour of research on these people, and it was quite a stack to go through.
Yeah.
Shall we start with the story?
Yeah.
I think the most interesting part of the story is definitely, first and foremost, that they won this house with the lottery, and they inherited, or not inherited, they won 2 million French francs back in the time, which comes down to...
It was about €500,000 in today.
In
470,000, a bit less, but still.
But that would be enough to buy such a property back in the time.
Yeah.
And maybe with some extra funds that they had, they could buy it. We also found dozens and dozens of pictures of the family. This is the grandfather.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. Was he also called Henry?
Oof, yeah, but it was kind of hard to tell from the letters. It did seem like it was also called Henry, but
yeah,
it's a bit convoluted.
And this is the daughter. She has called Arlette, and they are a mixed family, and she is adopted. And they have 2 adopted children and 1
And we speculated
biological.
over there, if you can go 1 picture back, that's also the biological mother, we believe.
Yeah.
So she still came to visit, which is really nice.
Yeah, there's some lovely pictures of these people here. Wow. So cute. This is all made inside of the house.
Yeah, and this is all the daughter still.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love this picture.
This one,
This
right?
one, yeah.
Oh, the ladies in the back there,
Yeah,
and the
it's
mother
so
holding
cool.
the child.
So layered.
Ah, here we have it.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
So this is Arlette, and this is Victor, the 2 adopted children. Maybe Victor came later and he was already that age.
Yeah, yeah, it could be. They look very similar in age though.
Yeah. Oh my God. So many incredible pictures here. And then we have this picture. I don't know what these children are, because they definitely don't represent it.
Maybe cousins or something.
But this is Henry.
Yeah.
And Henry is the father of the family. And he's also the one, supposedly, that I found the letter of, that he won the $2 million. Was there anything else of the pictures that we needed to show here? I mean, there are dozens and dozens and dozens of pictures. Wow. Goes on and on.
Yeah.
Incredible. Oh. I just think, yeah, it's a beautiful. So this establishes the story. There was a family of a mother and a father, and then the 3 children that lived here. We haven't talked about the biological one yet. There was also a lady, right? A girl.
Yeah, well, it was very hard to pinpoint, because at one point it
does
does look like she is there, but at some point it's like, hey, wait, is this actually another biological
So
kid?
we're not 100% sure though.
No, but the 2 adopted kids, we are sure.
Yeah, and here you can see them again. This is Victor again. And his birthday. Having a small party here inside of the castle. Looks like a lot of people from that family came to visit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Yeah. And then you see here the pictures of Victor. This is made in... No, it's not really a date. Okay. Wow, that's already some really, really interesting history. But on top of that, we found this book. This is the complete diary of Mrs. Franca, the woman that lived here. And this tells about her life.
Yeah, day by day.
And this goes on until the year 2000, when she was all alone here inside of this property. And she literally wrote down every single day her feelings, her emotions, her philosophy, and also her loneliness inside of this place, and especially at the latter years of her life. The way she writes is also fading, and
signs of early dementia.
yeah, it's quite sad and beautiful at the same time to have read this book. Oh my God, my English is falling today. Wonderful.
Well, we forgot to mention Henry was a philosophy teacher.
Yes.
Right? And do we know what Franca were occupation?
That is a further pinpointed in the story. If we go over here, we can see a painting, and I have seen multiple paintings and also a couple of references to artistry in this house. So we could assume that she's an artist, but I'm not 100% sure about that. We do see here 1987, the spring, and this was painted, no, this is painted by Bernard, Marcel Bernard, so this is not painted by her. Okay. I'm not sure what she did. It's a mystery to me. Beautiful painting though. Yeah. You can also, what was this here again?
Yeah, it was kind of a set to set you up for a, for a drink and a cigarette. Like you have the cups here, and there's some ashtrays over there.
How does this open up even?
Yeah, it doesn't.
It seems to be all closed up.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I also love the original stone fireplaces that are probably from the beginning of this property.
Yeah, you can see it in the plate.
1787. Hell of a big ashtray.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was just part of the fireplace.
No, that's the ashtray. And then we have some artwork above here. Looks very African.
Yeah, this is definitely African. Way more different than how we depict Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful though. Very nice.
I really like it.
Yeah, this is a wonderful room, look. Also the wooden beams and everything above here. They are absolutely amazing. That's incredible. Yeah, I really like this room.
Really
Maybe
nice
show the
room.
salon over there in the corner.
Oh yeah.
It's a very slim, beautifully styled upholstered salon. Oh, and you also were looking through this one, right?
Yeah. This is just full with handwritten letters and photos.
Oh my god, I didn't even have a look through this one yet.
No, over here there's
Skiing trip.
yeah. That's the cousin from Istanbul.
Oh wow, Mehmet.
Yeah, on the back it's English and it says
1963, Izmir.
to my dearest cousin with unexhausting love.
Unexhausting love, yeah. Tuli or something it says there?
Yeah, something like that.
Wow. So they had family all over the place.
Yeah.
They also love to go skiing, as you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. All their travels and everything. I mean, they definitely lived a lavish lifestyle after they won the lottery.
Yeah.
Traveling to places all over the world. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Okay, let's go to the next room.
Yes.
And that's through this doorway here. Oh, show the people like I'm.
Oh, right. You can.
But look at
Wait.
How do I fit here?
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, small man. Let's go, man. Let's go further. Oh, we have another artwork here in the hallway.
Yeah.
Is this Maria kissing Jesus?
It looks like it. She's in blue. Maria is usually in blue, right?
If you don't see a autograph on the painting, it's usually the painter themselves that keeps it in their house.
Yeah. It is really cool.
Yeah.
And I know it definitely fills up this hallway.
Yeah, absolutely. I also love how everything is structured in this house, architectural wise. Like you have a little stairway going down here, the beautiful stone stairs coming up here. Just have a look at the room that we're entering into. Vaulted ceilings, stone stairway. Yeah, the tapestry.
Yeah, the tapestry is amazing. We'll talk about that later when we go up.
First, have a look at this hallway.
Yes.
Beautiful woodwork that they have over here. Also, it's a ornamentation of a mirror or something, I think. Oh.
And I guess this is the part where you feel like it's more Italian, or
yeah,
like these wood carvings.
What I feel very Italian about, I said when I came into this house, it feels super Italian.
Yeah.
And that's because of the vaulted ceilings, because that's a big thing in Italian houses. But also the general feel of the furniture and the woodwork as well.
Yeah.
But in Italy, they don't have woodwork normally. They mostly have paintings.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, and this is the cabinet where they stored all their jackets when they came into the house.
Yeah.
Inline skates and everything from the children are still here. Wow. Okay, let's close it up. That's a wonderful stairway. I cannot wait to show you the upstairs. This mirror is also definitely an original Rococo. It's an 18th century mirror. You can see it from the gold leaves and everything around here, and the scrolls worked into it. And you can also see it that the lead work behind the mirror is already fading a little bit, and that tells you that it's an original one.
Whoa.
Definitely worth a lot of money.
Yeah, this is a valued possession.
Yeah.
Or was.
Was, yeah. We don't know what happened to the family, unfortunately.
No. Well, we know Henry died at one point.
Henry died already quite early, I believe in the 80s already.
70s even.
70s, yeah.
And then Franca, well, yeah, at first she was writing about her loneliness, of course.
But that was in the 2000s.
Yeah, of course you can still have loneliness 30 years later.
30 years later, yeah.
But yeah, she was writing about it, but she really wanted to stay here.
Yeah.
But at one point, yeah, what happened to her? Maybe she got into a home or something. Or
She maybe moved back with the children or something.
That we don't know.
It's a very interesting and mysterious story. Wow, that's very pink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also a couple more things here in the hallway. A little bit of chinoiserie. Beautiful plate. Oh, bit careful, Leslie. Bit careful. Another mirror. Have you seen that there's also a basement, Luc?
Oh no, I have not.
Let's have a look in there.
Yes.
We have both not ventured in there. Oh, it actually goes quite deep. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go into the basement. Big wooden doors means that the basement has always been here. Oh. Well, I stored some furnishings in here.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow, this is again way larger than I thought.
Yeah. Mold is growing here.
Yeah.
Rapidly. Okay, don't stay in here for too long.
Nope.
Let's just have a quick look. This looks like a really cool basement.
Yeah.
Damn. Also these holes where you could load the basement with, and then you can put the wood inside here and everything through the holes. I'm looking for a wine cellar, as you know.
Yeah.
It's a small one.
Oh yeah.
Look at a small
This
one.
looks like one.
This is definitely their small wine cellar back in the time.
Yeah.
What is here at the back? Some food storage. Yeah. Some pots and things for gardening.
These are the wine cellar.
Yeah. This is definitely.
Storage units.
You can also see from the art style here in the ceiling and the basement that this is built early 1800s. Early 18th century, I must say, not early 1800s. Long time ago. Okay, let's go back upstairs. Also, I was looking here, look, these look like pillars.
Oh yeah.
I think some renovations happened in this place. Oh. A very cool steel pot.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of tools of the children are still left here. A lot
Tools.
of tools. The tools for playing.
It's serious business when you're a kid.
Serious business. Yeah, but was it? It was, right? Wow. That's a lovely one. Oh, yeah, I cannot get over how beautiful it looks.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's go. Oh, no, watch out. This room is something as well. You don't see this often, this arched ceiling in France. I've maybe seen it like 10 or 20 times during the thousands of buildings that I've explored. But yeah, I think it's quite beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at that massive chandelier hanging here in the middle of the room. That's a brass one. Probably also used to be a candle holder back in the time, and then they electrified it later on. Yeah. Some weird furniture in here, I would say.
Yeah, it's a bit strange, but some really nice painting on wood.
On wood paneling, that's unique as well.
Yeah, it's a bit faded, but really nice.
Yeah. Oh, just this god in the corner?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And then we have this clay piece here. Looks like an artist made it. Wow. The tea set still standing here. These look like garden chairs. Sorry.
Yeah, or just like rotan chairs, you know?
Yeah. They do fit in the home some way, but I would...
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's a beautiful tea set, eh?
Yeah, I really like this one too. Is that anything?
England.
Wow. Hey, there we have our game again.
Oh yeah. But this time all the holes are filled up.
Huh.
So how would you move then? Because I think
I don't know.
normally, in normal sense, There should be one free, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I have to look into this game.
Yeah.
But then here we have a very important piece, because we found even more pictures over here. And the first one that we're holding up is after they won the lottery, they bought this property and they started immediately doing some renovations and extensions to the place. So the library that we saw was added on later.
Yeah.
By the family. By Henry and his wife. And this is Henry and Franca next to their property. All proud. They look
very happy.
Yeah. She lost her husband so early, unfortunately.
Yeah.
More renovation works to the house. They definitely made it into their own little place. I'm just gonna put some pictures up here. You can see an aerial photo of the house. And here's another aerial photo of the house.
Oh, yeah, here you can see the gardens a bit better.
They have massive gardens around this place.
Yeah, it's basically just grass, but it's a nice driveway.
Yeah, and there's also some ruins and everything. I think the house was in ruins? No, I don't think so.
Wait, this is somewhere else maybe?
Yeah, it's probably somewhere else. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
She looks so happy.
So jolly.
I mean, there are dozens and dozens and dozens of pictures here. Look. Like, which one do we even show? It's another aerial picture. Very bad one. Very bad one. Wow. Oh, and you have these two ladies in front of the gate I also really like.
Yeah. Probably her sister or something.
And this one as well.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing? Yeah, his sister that we could not identify, yeah?
What's her sister from Istanbul? Maybe?
Oh, her sister from Istanbul. Here she comes again.
Cousin.
Yeah. These are some older pictures. Maybe from the time they
Yeah,
were
I
still
think
in
these are the
Paris.
grandparents.
Oh yeah, this one and this one. This is Henry and Franca then.
No, I think the parents of.
Oh yeah, 1963.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're not entirely sure. Fancy. Wow. And even their class pictures are still here. That's incredible. With all the names written here on the back. Damn.
Wait, there's one more from a university,
This one?
I believe. It's imprinted on here.
Oh.
Yeah, and this is where this is the philosophy class, right?
Oh, so this
Is
may...
it something like that?
But does it say David and Valois? No, it doesn't say philosophy on there.
I thought we gathered
Institut Notre Dame de Champs. This is where Henry was a professor.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That was the school in Paris where he taught at. And then afterwards he came to this place when he won the lottery. Yeah. Wow. So much history about this place. Let's have a bit more look around this room. Yeah, this cabinet has seen better days.
Yeah, but this cabinet has some cool features, I think.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the base itself is pretty boring, but the detailing on there I really like.
Some very interesting leaf patterns on there. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, this one is more like a 1970s style cabinet.
Yeah.
But the mirror above there used to be a very interesting piece. You can see there was a guitar that was here.
Oh yeah.
That unfortunately broke off, and it's plasterwork with gilding on there. Very nice. I think it fell down from the wall.
Yeah.
It slowly deteriorated. A couple more interesting chairs. Very slim piece of furniture here in the corner. Wow. And this they would call a day bed.
Yeah.
And
you could definitely crash here.
it's just for a little nap in the afternoon. Especially if you are if you have a castle, then you don't have to do much in your life. So, yeah.
Get tired from all this walking around the castle.
Yes, and keeping up your garden and stuff like that. Ooh, this one has
very faded still life, I believe.
Yeah, you can see the grapes still down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then a lady over here. Yeah, there's an English plate as well. No, from Sydney, Australia. Wow. Amazing. Oh, That's
Oh yeah, right.
the painting box.
Yeah,
Oh, that looks like a very old one.
yeah,
The brushes are still good, but like you can see that it has been used
yeah.
so much over the years.
Probably the. Well, this kind of has the same colors as the hall painting, no?
Yeah. I'm not good with color, but
Oh,
if you
right.
say so, then I can definitely believe that. Beautiful, beautiful paint box. Okay, next room.
Yes.
I must say this might be my favorite room in the house.
Yeah. This one's really nice.
The ceiling, the brass chandelier again. But then, if you view it from this side, look.
Massive fireplace.
Yeah. And on this fireplace, if you look at it, I think that's the original date of the mansion.
Oh, right.
1757. That's absolutely insane. And here we have the fireplace plate with all the fleur-de-lis on there.
Yeah.
And they tried to burn some evidence before leaving this place. Oh yeah, you should also show this stained glass window.
panel.
What's behind it even?
Yeah, I don't know.
It seems to be that there's a light behind it and that you can turn it on.
Oh, it works? That's amazing.
Honestly, we didn't test the electricity. I was like,
That's great. I love that.
the electricity works in this place?
That's pretty wild.
That's very, very wild.
No, what?
This place has been abandoned for 20 years.
Oh, I really did not expect this.
That looks awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Welcome to France. Welcome to exploring in France. And then we have this I'm speechless for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, we can go further. Now we have this massive oak wood table with all the beautiful upholstery chairs around there.
Yeah, did you see the legs of these chairs?
They're big.
They're really cool.
They also have fleur-de-lis on there.
Oh yeah.
Wow. And then even half drunken bottle of wine. Amazing. Oh yeah, and then we cannot forget this one.
It's tapestry.
Beautiful scenery. It's probably 18th century. I'm not sure. Most of the tapestries were made in Paris and Brussels back in the time. But what this one, Bourguignois, I think it was. I did research it, Bourguignois style tapestry with the beautiful lush forests and the villages in the background.
Very cozy setting.
Definitely a real one.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly, certainly. And that porcelain set underneath there. That's an incredible one as well. There's so much valuable things in this house.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Wonderful wall sconces next to there. Probably also electrified at some point. You think it's fake?
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels plastic.
Oh yeah, they're very bad.
They're very bad. They're Temu style. And then this throne here in the corner, damn. Also incredible. Hey, you have a little still life.
A flower portrait.
Yeah, in a porcelain pot. That's awesome. And we haven't shown this one as well.
Yeah.
Where's the Slido?
Probably was for this, I think.
Oh yeah, maybe. Okay.
Check it out. But
Wow. The lights work in this place?
Yeah.
What? That's awesome. And then it's time for the most important room in the house. The kitchen.
yes.
Look at this.
It's so nice.
Wow, such a wonderful room. This is your favorite room, Luc?
I really love this room.
Yeah.
I love this massive, like, would you even call it a chandelier?
It's on the brim of not being a chandelier anymore.
But I love it, and I love the wall lamps are just beautiful.
It's definitely a very, very tasteful castle kitchen.
Yeah.
Castle kitchen.
Yeah, it feels like a castle kitchen.
This whole place feels like a castle. All their stuff and everything they once owned just left behind here. You think those children that they adopted would not come here? They are roughly in their 40s maybe right now?
Yeah, something like that.
So, and I also read that some moved to Germany and the Netherlands.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that though. Fridge is not on anymore, luckily.
Thank God.
Yeah. Bottles of liquor, spices, unwashed dishes.
Okay.
No, just testing
Yeah.
at this point. Just testing at this point. It's incredible. The butler's trolley. I love this place.
Yeah.
I would buy it in a heartbeat.
You don't need to change anything to this room.
No, no. Wow. Let's go upstairs.
Yes.
This house gives me a bit of goosebumps.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Damn. Of course. Of course everything works.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Look at this tapestry here.
Yeah. Okay.
It's yeah, that looks also 18th century again. Beautiful piece.
Yeah, I was saying that this one feels so empty, right? Well, that there's no animals or humans, just ruins.
It's again more of a still life of a countryside, I think.
It's, wait, I'm gonna...
And it's a ruin of Roman or Greek.
These pillars look Roman and Greek, but
Yeah.
it's like in the bottom left and the other tapestry, we had the people with the sheep.
Yeah, exactly.
It just feels like they walked out of the tapestry or something.
But I think it fits very well in this hallway.
It's a beautiful piece.
I love when they put tapestries in hallways like this. It gives a feeling of warmth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful piece, like you said, yeah. Look in the corner, there's the toilet.
Yeah. You see this a lot. With halfway the stairs, they just have a toilet in these big places.
Yeah, the problem is when these places are first constructed, they are never considered to have like toilets or anything. So when they add them on later, they put them in wherever they have space. So probably they had a closet back here, and they thought, oh yeah, we can make this into a toilet. So it's it's difficult to put like toilets later on in these places.
Yeah.
And also what are you going to do with your plumbing and everything? It's quite a endeavor.
Beautiful door though.
Yeah.
And let's talk about these lanterns. Can you tell anything about this? Like,
I have
style or?
I've done zero research about them, but
They're really cool. They're so big.
yeah, they don't even look French to me.
No, and
Very florally, with the flowers and the leaves and. But the white style is also.
yeah.
As again, Louis XV had that white style.
Before we head on.
I want to see if I can turn them on.
Oh. Let's check. Yeah.
There we are. First
They are
one,
on.
right? Yeah, I think in the evening they add a really nice touch
Yeah.
to this house.
definitely.
You wanted to talk about the stonework here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is also a bit baffling.
It looks like there was more.
Yeah. It's like it broke off. Like over here, you can see the holes
Or cemented over even.
cemented over. It feels like there was a crest over here.
Yeah, here inside this. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know what it was either. It looks like a full crest it was.
Yeah, it's cool that they kept it.
Yeah. Probably from the beginning of this household.
Yeah, but maybe they carved it out.
Yeah.
Maybe it broke due to the crack over there.
It's possible. Wonderful piece though. You ready?
Yes.
Let's go up. Oh, the sun is so nice outside.
Yeah.
Which side should we
Left
go for?
first.
Left first?
I think left first.
Oh, but first look at the hallway.
Yes.
The hallway is awesome. The sconces all the way to the back.
A lot of seats in the corner here. Little teeny tiny statue. Looks like, yeah, looks like Maria again. And then we have this bust here underneath. The child. Okay. Oh, that's a beautiful bench. Very slim.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice this one.
Yeah. Wow. So many incredible things in this house. Look.
Yes.
Wow.
This room.
This room. You know I have a fascination for canopy beds.
Yeah. And this is a beautiful one.
Yeah. It's not overwrapping over the bed.
No.
So normally you also have a 4-post canopy bed, which just covers the entire bed. But I do like this style as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gives you like a godly sense, like you go to heaven in some way. Because in Dutch, the literal translation from our language is heaven bed, and in English is canopy bed, and I like heaven bed better.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a bed that brings you to the heavens. Still made. Nightstands next to it. Wonderful Aubusson there. Goh. Absolutely incredible. You know what I like the most, I think? How French people match. So you can see the curtains, and they are matching to the canopy bed.
Yeah.
And everything matches. And that's what I really like about French style. And of course, you don't have those massive chimneys on the roof for nothing.
Yeah. This is a beautiful one.
Yeah. And normally it's marble, but this one is made out of stone. It's probably like carved and then brought in here and then, yeah. Oh, this is a nice plate.
That is a cool plate. But yeah, like you're saying, like, yeah, I like the stone actually.
Yeah. Really nice. So many wonderful antiques in this place.
This looks old as well.
Yeah, it's definitely from the 18th century as well. And I'm not sure if this is also Rococo style, but you can see the lead corrosion behind the mirror panels here, telling you that this is an authentic piece, probably already 200 years old. It's so lovely. We have some pictures up here.
Oh, right.
There are some paintings.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's also not from her. I don't think she painted.
Oh.
No, it doesn't seem like it. No. Cabinet. Still filled with all the bed linen.
Some more paintings over here.
Oh, more paintings.
Yeah.
Oh, countryside. A lady there.
Yeah. Wow, a bit more impressionistic.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful room.
Yeah, this room is
Something else.
yeah.
I keep trying the lights. And some more chairs here in the hallway, of course. What's that?
Oh yeah, this was the
Oh yeah.
the coin chain. Well, we don't know if it actually is coins, but
It looks something Arabic, Hinduistic maybe a little bit. Looking at the inscriptions on there.
yeah, it's hard to say.
It looks like something that belly dancers wear when they're
Yeah.
dancing.
right.
Yeah. If anybody knows, please let us know. Yeah, these sconces are awesome, right?
Ah yeah,
Yeah. That's Henry,
that's Grandpa.
Grandpa Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah. His father had the same name. And this is the grandma. Here's another bedroom. A little bit simpler.
Yeah.
Emptier, simpler. Oh, one single light bulb working. Maybe this one's not fully. It's gone. Yeah, just have a quick look in here.
Yeah, it's a bit empty, but it's really nice.
Yeah, yeah, I like it still. Yeah, it's a nice piece. Oh, what's this here? It looks like it's sort of an amulet as well.
Yeah.
Something that you would wear.
Something where you put a scroll inside.
You put a scroll in here? Yeah. There's no scroll in there anymore.
No.
Definitely to put something inside of. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cozy room.
Cozy room. Nothing too much to tell about it. And then there's a few more rooms back here as well, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have this one. It looks like a children's room.
Yeah, it's definitely a children's room.
One of the children used to live here.
The Lego over
Oh
there.
yeah, the Lego and everything. I mean, they had a very nice room. He has a bigger room than I have right now.
Yeah.
Let's see what he played with. J'aime lire. I love to read. Wow. It's a nice room as well.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
And then this room is the worst.
Yeah. This is the right side of the castle, so we also still have the left side of the castle to do. The chateau. Okay. And then one last thing that we can show. Yeah, well, I know it already. One last thing is the added-on bathroom.
Yeah.
Probably they made this later on as well. I mean, it looks like it. Yeah. The bathroom.
Yeah.
Let's go to the other side of the castle.
Yes.
So, there's this way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yes, this is also the part that's constructed on later.
Oh,
This is on
right.
top of the library right now.
Oh yeah.
That's why you see there's also some stairs in here. I mean, they did make it feel like it was always part of it.
Yeah, it's done very tastefully.
Very nicely. Oh,
And we
yeah.
come
I think this is a separate circuit. That's why this side of the castle is not
Ah.
working right now.
We come into the master bedroom.
Yeah. Very interesting bedroom. Also a lovely fireplace in here. Guillermo.
Yeah. Guillermo Portapales. I don't know this one.
Lovely fireplace. Plate here on the wall. We've been looking extensively at this chair, right?
Yeah, I love this chair.
Yeah. Looks like it is made out of a solid hardwood block or something.
Yeah, it's an African piece.
Somebody has been carving it for like years and years and years.
Yeah.
Those lions in there.
The lions at the feet. And these are also lions, I think, yeah.
Armrest lions, giraffe.
Giraffe.
Wow.
It's really cool.
This is such a cute piece.
And over here, the curtains and the bed match really well.
Yeah.
I believe they're the same, right?
Probably they use the curtains for the bed and the bed for the curtains.
Yeah.
It's such a small
Beautiful.
bed. I mean, yeah,
It
you
is.
could sleep in there with two people, but it would
Yeah.
definitely be cozy.
Yeah, but I mean, we've seen the doorway that they entered through. Like, they're not that big.
No, they were not very big people indeed. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Locked.
Oh, well, there are keys here.
Really? Oh, I think a lot of people already tried it that came to explore this
Yeah.
place. No,
Probably nothing, nah.
Nah.
Didn't find it.
And then you also have another one right over here. And they did store their clothing
not-
in here. Yeah. I absolutely didn't expect this place to have so much history about these people and so much antique still left behind in it when we first came here. What a fantastic documentary again. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming with me, Luc. And we are gonna see you in another amazing episode next week. So don't miss out. Bye bye. And check out the Bros of Decay merch.